In this video, I'll be showing how to create free response items in Lazuli. So first I'll build it manually and then I'll demonstrate how to do that using the code designer. So to get started, I'll click into the space where I would like to build the free response item. So I'll type my / and I'll start typing free till it brings up free response. And then it will give me the free response widget pre-populated with some default information. So then I'm going to go to edit and I can begin to build this into the activity that I have in mind. In this case, I'll go ahead and change the title of it to be more descriptive, and I can select these default instructions, delete them, and paste in the instructions that I have prepared, get my formatting sorted out there. All right, and I do want the learners to be able to see the instructions, so I'll keep that selected. Then I'll move down to the assessment criteria, and I have some of those thought out in response to this assignment, so I'll go ahead and paste those in there. And I want the learners to be able to see the assessment criteria. I keep this view fairly simple, straightforward, and readable. Then moving down to the settings area, I can toggle this on or off. In this case, I'm building a graded activity. It's going to be worth 12 points, and I'm going to keep it set as formative because I want to retain the unlimited attempts. But then I do want to provide a little bit more guidance for the AI about how to score and provide feedback. So I've prepared a few notes, which I'll paste in here now. In this case, I have put some more detail in about the scoring and the style of the feedback that I would like the AI to provide. And I've also provided an example with some information about the formatting that the AI should use. So a line break and keeping the feedback concise, supportive, descriptive, all of that. I've offered some more specifics to the AI in that respect. So then I can click done and I'm ready to preview my item or go ahead and test it. And I always recommend giving it a test run through. In this case, I have a sample student response and I'm going to paste it in and see if the feedback is showing up as I would expect. I expected about a 9 out of 12 on this based on the way I set up the response. In this case, I can see I have to do a little more guidance in the AI context to improve the formatting of the response. Okay, to see if I can get that formatting on the feedback to show up a little bit better, I've made a few changes to the context that I'm providing here in the additional context for AI field. I've provided a little bit more explicit directions here about the formatting, and I've updated my example output. So now I can click done. I can test it out again. Here's the same learner response I pasted in before. So now I can see my assessment feedback is a little more readable. I can go through and review the feedback now and decide if I want to change the guidance that it's giving to use for scoring, or if I think this is a fair scoring. And I see I can scroll back through my attempts here and see each attempt and the feedback with it. So here I'm going to walk through using the code designer to create a free response activity on the lesson page I'm working on. So here I have provided a little bit of guidance about the concept that I would like the free response activity to focus on that's related to the learning objective. And I've given a little bit of guidance about setting up the assessment. Let's see what we get. All right, so I have confirmation. It has created a free response activity. Typically, you need to scroll to the bottom of the page to find that. Here I can review the instructions to see if I think that's a strong activity for the learners, and I can also review and modify the assessment criteria. I can also always, of course, click on edit and make modifications to anything that the co-designer has set up, including adding some additional guidance for the AI, say about tone or the substance of the feedback, to the additional context for AI field. Once I'm done with that, I can click done and do some testing to ensure that the activity is functioning in the way that I intend it to be.